Okay. I think we're live. Jesus, my Discord is being bombarded. Hello. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Wesley. Hi, Primo Gem. How is it hanging? Hi, Donut. Hi, Bird. Hello, Joel. You guys excited for Hysilens? One of the most annoying names to say. Hello, Mochi. Hi, Veska. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Heavy. Hi, Piru. I'm so fine today. Thank you very much. You guys want to see a sneak peek of Cereba? Why am I high ceiling gaining so much weight? Yo, hold on. Hold on a second. You guys want to see Cereba real quick? Temper Lycone suffice? Yep. Her Lycone's a big upgrade though. It's one of those. I really like what I did with Cerebra, I'm not gonna lie. This is Cerebra, the little crown. The awesome haircut. The little bat wings. I think they're bat wings. We do viewer pools for Hysilens. I didn't know if that many people were gonna pull, so maybe. I could, but I haven't like set up a channel, so I don't know if many people are pulling. You guys like Cerebra? I finished drawing her today, and her guide might come. I drew her anyway, even though I might not actually be around for Ceridra. We'll see. Do you do the rigging yourself? No, I do the art, but the rigging is by Jupiter from Europa Crafts, which is in every video description if you need the full name. One of the best ones. Thank you. I really like her. Her outfit's so cool. Okay, so let's talk about Hysilens, guys, a little bit. And then we'll do the new MOC. I've waited to do the new MOC because gotta do it with the gang, right? Is Kafka E4 worth for Hysilens? That just gives energy for Kafka every shock, which means you run patience. It's a buff, but you don't need it now. I would save you pools. Is her SIG still insane even in 2-dot teams? Yes. My calculations were in 2-dot teams, and it was still insane. So yes. The neutral guy, will he be difficult for all DPS? I don't know what that means. Would you prefer between Black Swan E0, Roma E1? Do you have both? I guess you'd go Black Swan and let Roma go in the other team, no? It's the benefit of Dot if you have Black Swan. Triple Dot team, who's the best sustain? Unironically, Hyacinth is one of the best because, and I said this back on release, but you can basic spam on Hyacinth just fine. So you have a super fast, decent damage attack spammer, which stacks up dots for Hysilens, and it always does the follow-ups for Kafka. But Gallagher is really good as well. Quid pro quo Gallagher. How good Ceridra will be in future? No idea. No questions about Ceridra, because she is not out yet for a couple weeks. E1 or S1 for Hysilens if you can only get one. E1 is stronger. S1 you can use on, I guess, more units in the future maybe. But only E1 Black Swan and Hysilens can really use it. So I'd say E1 Hysilens. It's very strong. Hello, Hoto Bobo. I mean, Ligus. Will he be difficult for all DPS? I don't know. I saw his fight in the stream, but I didn't fight him for I didn't record anything for my videos for him because I don't want to spoil anyone. So I haven't really played his fight. I'm gonna wait till he comes out. Fast Kafka, slow swans, Hysilens fast or slow. I prefer just like 134 on Hysilens. In the current MSC, my long dominant BS Kafka team managed to outperform my Casteris team. Yeah, it is Dot Shell. Okay, let's talk about Hysilens a bit. I'll bring up her kit on the old Pride one. Basic attack is whatever. Skill, 20% Vuln. The classic. Skill, it's like Black Swan. Bit of a damage amp. The ult is so cool though. The 80% dot. I do have my video here. I could watch my video, but I might get ads. ETO Hysilens kind of doo-doo. With Black Swan, it's good. Problem is, I did 2 dot calcs. I think this thing could have crazy synergy in the future. Every dot taken doing an extra 80% means, like, if we get tons of mini detonations in the future, or tons of small dots in the future, I mean, unless you have her E1, this could go crazy. I don't know. Her kit's really nice, but I said in the video as well, like, she is just another high damage dealer, and she makes 3 dot pretty good at least. But is dot gonna stay alive as long as possible? Hi, Hashina, thanks for joining in. You about to sleep? You can go sleep. Is Hysilens a must pull for dot? If you want to do damage, if you want to clear well with dot, because Kafka, Black Swan Kafka, like with Kafka buffs is good, but Hysilens is what elevates dot. If I lose 50% to my Hysilens banner, who'd you say the best? Blade is a really good loss right now. Boosh one if you need a sustain. You see ratio 0 cycle? Yeah, the buff is disgusting. So it's going to be pretty easy. As for the tier list, dot is weird because they are super shielded on release. I did try and test as much as possible without any possible shielding, but I don't know if it was always possible. Memory of Chaos, Hysilens should be tier 0. Dot is one of the highest damaging teams now. Pure Fiction should also be tier 0, but to be honest, it's a bit weird because I tried the non-dot buff, and and with the dot buff, I ran a worse team, and it both 40k'd, pretty sure. And they are doing signatures. There's going to be signatures on the tier list next. So I think she could be tier 0 in Pure Fiction as well. The problem Dot has is Apocalyptic Shadow. On release, they are so broken on Apocalyptic Shadow. So I don't know where Hysilens is being placed here. But no, if she's not placed, like, she has tier 0 scoring on release, right? Because 2 ASs in a row will be shilling Dot like crazy. Is Flame Reaver still here? What's our Genty doing here? Yeah? He's vibing, I guess. Is new Dot team better than Saber and My Day teams? Better than Saber, I think so, yeah. My Day probably as well. Thing with My Day is I don't play him as much anymore, so I don't really know. But My Day is like, you can't manual on him, so it's kind of hard to get a ceiling out of him. Yeah, so for example, if they get like if Dot get placed like here because they don't do toughness damage, like they're here, they're gonna get 4k 3.8k plus on the next two on the 2 Apocalypse Shadows. So it feels like they should be here, but they shouldn't because they are terrible without my mic is lagging. They're terrible without shilling. Is my mic good now? PF without Swan is rough. The thing is, I run Jiao Cho instead. And you can substitute Jiao Cho for one of these bad boys. Or Cypher. But that probably needs more testing. Either way, this tier list considers that like their best team. So I think Hysilens could be tier 0. What's weird is where'd you put Kafka and Black Swan? Because Black Swan does damage, but not as much as Hysilens. And she kind of wants Hysilens Kafka to be as good as she is. And where'd you put Kafka? Because Kafka's the enabler. It's weird. She 4,000 with Kafka Tingyun? Yes. I ran the team. I ran with Tribi instead of Tingyun because I wanted to just try a different variation. And it still did 3.9k. But that buff is so ridiculously broken. Like, in reality, Dot is not doing anything without shield toughness damage-wise. So, yeah, they're probably around here, just from pure damage, brute forcing. And with shield, they are disgustingly OP. The Fei Xiao fight is so cool, by the way. One of your characters turns into a Borisin, which I hope they make into a path. But then again, we might have remembrance incidents if that happens. So maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, but I think Hysilens is really good. Dot is really good again. I actually think the whole dot thing is maybe a good thing sometimes, because imagine you pulled Kafka back in 1.1? No, 1.2. You pull Kafka back in 1.2, and you wait until all the way 2.0, and she's suddenly tier 0 again. She's crazy with Black Swan. And then they fall off. But then you go all the way to 3.5, and suddenly they're top tier again. Is that not kind of crazy? Like, you have a big waiting period, but I mean, it's kind of crazy now. Whereas if you pulled old Danny, he's not come back. It's weird. You just want a werewolf guy? The two wolves inside of me. Dot could zero cycle again, oh Wendy. It's weird. I felt like they shouldn't ignore Dot, but the fact that they brought Dot back twice is kind of crazy. But yeah, I hope they actually don't forget Dot this time. For Hysilens, E1, S1, a lot of people asked. I answered in the video, but E1 is just stronger. Like, this is just such a crazy increase if you run 2 dot, and it's still pretty good if you run 3 dot. Because it just maxes this bad boy out. And then it doubles your dot anyway. And then it gives more dot. Like, it's just kind of stupid. But Hysilens is really good. Also, I think people missed it in my video. But, her signature is team-wide damage amp and team-wide speed. It's not a DPS signature. The only big DPS part is the attack, right? But no one else can use this and max it out until E1 Black Swan. And when you have E1 Black Swan, then you can put Reforged on Hysilens, and you put this on E1 Black Swan, because she can max it out. I don't think people notice it because I put it in like a note in the calculations, but people noticed it in the video I did yesterday, so yeah. How to make Pain usable in Kafka again? It's probably second best now. Tutorial is just still better though. But with Hysilens, it's still usable before Hysilens. It's really good post Hysilens. You can use it if you want. Assuming I get S1 Hysilens, should I run E1 S1 BS or E2 S1 Robin with either? I think E2 S1 Robin, but since you have the Black Swan, run Robin on the other team and run Black Swan with her. A dot dedicated sustain? Yeah. A dot dedicated sustain would be something, would be nice if they advanced enemy. And it'd be a cool way of sustaining. Like you're helping the enemy advance, but that's letting them take dot. They're gonna attack you more. But if you're good enough to sustain, maybe they'll use that against you. I think they can do a lot of cool stuff. Gaucho healer buff when? He's a healer in the lore, it's true. Where are your heals? If he had micro heals, he could be kind of crazy for sustainless. Gaucho buff is gonna go crazy. Cypher is quaking in her boots, by the way. Go by see some CC like Miss Pig talking about the issue of dot not sitting around. That's also my video. It is a problem. Because you basically have double the ramp up, like hyper carry. Like if I bring in an Axa and I keep skill spamming every turn, it's gonna keep skill spamming. But dot, I have to go all the way up to 50 Arcana again, all the 4 dots again. And I mean, it's not that bad. The ramp up time has decreased a lot with Hysilens. That's one good thing about Hysilens. But I mean, it's still technically an issue. But yeah, it's probably an overrated issue. Worth giving E1 Swan Hysilens like him, but running EOTP on Hysilens instead? No. I think you give Hysilens her Lycone for the attack. For triple dot, what speed dot should I go? My preferred way is fast Kafka and then medium speed Swan and Hysilens, because you want uptime on your damage amp, the Death Shred Black Swan, the Van on Hysilens. And then you want You want to generate SP because Kafka's going to take so many turns. And you also want to be somewhat speedy so you can actually proc Kafka's follow-ups. Depends on your sustain. If your sustain's Warhor, running slow other allies is going to be terrible because she's going to skill sometimes. Whereas someone like Hysilens or Gallagher is going to be super fast basic attacking. Currently have Kafka 160 on Prism with tutorial and energy planars. How worth is the benefit of farming Eagle? It's pretty big, but it's a lot of speed to get, so you don't have to. It's just you get a whole extra turn in 0 cycle. And, I mean, you get more turns down the line as well. And every Kafka turn on the tutorial build is a skill, which is 3 procs, an ult, which is up to 5 procs, and 2 follow-ups, which, well, if someone else acts, which is another 2 detonations. And for Hysilens, that's kind of crazy. How good is Judge E2 for using Hysilens? Is a good third slot, like Black Swan. What speed does Kafka need with Hysilens light cone to have an effective 167 speed? Kafka technique attacks. So you just 167 minus 10. So 157. How viable is the new Battle Pass 980 light cone for Hysilens? It doesn't have effect hit rate. It's damage style and vulnerability. Just run Eyes of the Prey if you have it. Much better. I have E6 Kafka. Thinking I should E6 Hysilens. Jesus Christ. You could just stick to E1 S1. Yeah. Your team will be popping. Warhor team always die? I don't think I've ever died with Warhor. Maybe you need to swap up some relics. Though the dot team is squishy because they're all building attack. They don't have any supports that build HP unless you're running 2 dot. How big of an upgrade is Black Swan if you have Kafka Hysilens? She's just a good third slot. She's one of the best third slot units. If you have Rome or Robin, it's not like it's an upgrade. It's just a different character there. But it would let you run a support in your other teams. And we're having 3-team content soon, so... Is Hysilens Sig Lycone better than Black Swan Sig Lycone for Hysilens if not running triple dot? Yes. Hysilens Lycone is stronger. Hi, newbie. Hi, Dragon Gamer. Thank you, Google Doc. Is Hysilens good with speed less than 134? I mean, it would probably work. I just prefer having 134. With more actions in breakpoints. 3-team content might be. Any idea? No idea. Not on C. It's 3.6, right? So not even on C. Okay, let's do the new MOC, and I'll still answer questions, but I will be opening up the new MOC so we can all enjoy that together. Is E2 S1 Jiacho stronger than E0 S1 Black Swan? I think they should be similar. I haven't done the calcs on E2 S1 Jiacho. Attack, I need you rope for Hysilens. I never struggled with attack, so I would try attack, and if you see that it goes badly, then you can just run energy. Who designs every Guoba? That would be me. It's me. I don't rig it, but I do the art for my Guobas. My Guoba. Let's do the new MOC. Wait, I don't have any sound on. What's your favorite endgame? Probably Apocalyptic Shadow. Do you think Triple Dot Team can now rival top teams? Yes, it's one of the top teams. Okay, let's get physical. And by physical, I mean finance. Ronaldo or Messi? Wait, where should I put myself? The SP is going to be here. Okay. So I'm thinking we run this team. And then here we're going to run... We're going to run this. I think this is a good team setup. Let's try this. Actually, I have my day. I should have run my day. Dot is just missing a sustain, right? Yes. Oh, hi, Jelly. Jelly's here. Jelly, what you're about to see may surprise you, but I can run 2-man teams. Because I'm that good at the game. B1, S1, Hysilens, triple dot. Should Black Swan use her signature Lycone or Josh her signature Lycone? That's a great question, actually. Oh, I thought it was Sun. Okay, I'm sorry. You have Eidolons or Sigs? No. We don't do that here. It doesn't matter when I Sunday go anyway, TBH. Build Shui? I actually wanted to kind of build Blade. Wait, I need to put the game sound on. There you go. I think Jiaocho's signature. But Black Swan does a lot of damage. So if you have both open, you can try Jiaocho's Lycone. Okay, that was a good run. Let's see if a Glide can put up the same performance. Do I put Beer Sig to replace Jiaocho Sig? No. No. I don't even know if all my supports have the right gear on right now. Build Blade? I kind of want to. Maybe we will. Do you think Saridra Dream posting was unwarranted? She's not out yet, so no idea. You did a 4-star only 1 cycle in 4-star only? Yeah, this buff is OP. This buff is crazy. Well, a guy can't use it. Would you pull Hysilens E0 S1 to revive Blade and Jinglu teams? She's a really good sustain in general. You'd revive a bunch of things. If you really like Blade and Jinglu, sure, but probably should pull for future stuff more. It's specifically OP for Shui too, since yeah, that is true. Are you Shui fan by any chance, Jelly? Curiosity, Triple Dot, who do you think wears Kafka Lycone best? Only Kafka, really. Are you kidding me with this 1%? It's all rumors. If you know a bit about chess, Sarita's about it. I'm actually a grandmaster in chess, so it's funny you say that. Thoughts on New Harmony, Bad Pass Lycone? It's really good for break. But break's kind of dead right now, so. Okay, we're just gonna no brain until MOC 12, and then we'll still no brain, but it will be less no brain. Is my day belt? Of course he is sexy. 167 win set, right? On Kafka, yeah. Jelly, you say apparently, but you're the only one that said that. It's like you're giving your own rumor out to the public. I'm a chess gem, name all openings. The Guoba defense. The Guoba defense. What's my elo? Grandmaster. Top 500. The Bong Cloud opening is unironically a banger. Judge your Lycone is better on BS or Hysilens. Depends what other stuff you have, but. Okay, My Day King, you got this. I didn't put My Day in the right position. That's okay, because I don't think we're losing this one. Is there any meaningful speed break point above 167 for Kafka? Okay, 167 is already hard to hit. But no, there isn't a better one. You can do more damage than that, brother. Do we think the Robin My Day comp is banging? I asked CC friend smarter than me to run sim, and Silverwolf Kafka Lycone is actually pretty good. Yeah, I mean it works. But you were saying in the booster chat that it was like the best option or something. And I was like, what is this guy cooking? Oh no, My Day, don't die, you're so pretty. Ooh! Ooh! My Day, no! Just kidding. What kind of support would you want to see made for dot teams? Some thing that gives dot actual mechanics. An idea when Hysilens might rerun. March is Remembrance, right? Maybe then. Double Remembrance whammy. And it will be 3 patches after her release, which is... They kind of like doing that sometimes. It will be some annoying moment where you want to pull other characters and there'll be Hysilens there just looking at you. Like, hey, pull me instead. So, yeah. Hello, Dragon Cat. I have 2 Jiaoshu Lycone. Should I put it on BS and Hysilens? I don't think it stacks, right? How did you get 2 Jiaoshu Lycone? Did you double pull? Evernight or Dan Hung? I am a Dan... Oh, we're in MOC 11. Okay. Right. Okay. I know what must be done. No global passive? I didn't pull for Gastrus on this account. Yo, these will be my sacrifices. Wait, no. I will lose a star, won't I? God damn it. I wanted them to be my sacrifices, man. Jiaoshu Lycone is the worst thing to happen to Dot Nation now. Yeah. I mean, their 6 are always better than Jiaoshu. But the thing is, with Black Swan, you can run Jiaoshu in triple dot. But then if it's Black Swan 2 dot, you don't run it. Because Kafka doesn't do damage as much anymore. Bit weird. RMC's right there. No, I'm thinking, do I bring a sustain? Because they got 1 shot. I don't think another support will help. Do they do damage based on the amount of people there? So maybe I could have actually brought a support. It's a bounce attack. Okay, so I could have just brought another character instead of Lawatcha. But Lawatcha's, look, 3 imaginary men. Pull up. How is Saber Lycone? It's pretty big. Seven cycles with 4-star only. Wait, I thought you 0 cycled. Or was that the other side? Would you put E1 Black Swan or BSLC for Hysilens if when she... E1 Black Swan should just be better. Is it E6 Finan? No. 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 If Black Swan's E1, she put Hysilens on BS Lycone, BS on Hysilens Lycone. Yes, she put BS on Hysilens Lycone. It did true damage. That's because I have RMC in the team. I'm thumb. You can't see, but IRL, my thumb is up. Bartholus is here? I don't have skills. I can't attack him with his skill. I don't have skills. That's actually cooked. I don't have a skill buddy. Skill issue? Literally. Literally a skill issue. You just wait till it takes turn? Yeah. That's what I will be doing. Do I bench Easer S or Black Swan since I already have E2S 1 Jiao for dot? Yeah, you could just Jiao. Aglaya Enjoyer? Yeah, Aglaya was I thought her kit was really cool. The spam attacks, because my favorite team back in there was Mosquito. So basic attack. You should have said so, buddy. Bye. Bye-bye. Do I even win this? Surely I win this. I don't have any buff though. As soon as you want to S1 better for triple dot. E1. We know what you are? What am I? Yeah, Robin's a little bit squish. A little bit too squish. She might die here. Hysilens or Silverwolf for Akron? Silverwolf. Not run Hysilens for Akron. Vibes. No global passive? No. Why would I pull for a silly revive? Do you think mommy dot team will work? What's mommy dot team? Is it you just saying the dot team? High scenes without Kafka? No. No. She is a dot DPS, and that without the only dot driver in the game is very bad. How does triple dot rotation work? Yeah, Hysilens BS skill-based basic Kafka skills, but at the start it's a bit rough on SP, so you don't have to. So you're saying the triple dot team? Yes, the triple dot team will work. It will work. If someone starts H-Stars come patch, would you recommend they get Kafka Hysilens? So 3.5. I mean, yeah, I guess. It's like their only really thing they can do. They want a top DPS team. Because then it's just Saridra and Silverwolf, right? Which doesn't really do much for them. Saridra to E2 S1 final. No idea about Saridra yet. He's not out yet. Okay, Aglaya. I've given you a sustain. Thank you, Navarre. Run a slower Black Swan. But you don't need to go too slow either. It's gonna be a Luca buff. Oh, you think? I thought Daniel was going to be wind. I thought they'd go back to the roots. Here we are. Damn, it feels good to have a healer. The other option is Natasha. What's wrong with Natasha? Have you seen her E6? I don't think you've seen her E6. Bless to get a single pull? I don't know if my blessing is that strong, but I'll try and bless you with it, I guess. Trying to be real quiet since, yeah. Attack with an ultimate. Brother, does the Watcher need to hit you or something? The Watcher will hit you. I should have waited to do the ult, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. Skill? Shut up. I'm gonna kill you anyway. Everyone's been running Hysilens with attack speed. Like, fast speed also works. It also works just fine. Have you ever seen a double Watcher back-to-back to skill? Oh. I have too much SP in this team. Do not run E6 Aster over Rome. Which character is better than BS, Xiaoshu, like and Dot Team? I mean, it's just side grades, really. Cypher, Rome, E1, and Robin. Why is my mouse always in the middle? I nearly got 1%, dude. Not in this household, buddy. We're in a bit of a pickle here with the old energy, I must say. Absolute energy overcap. Aglaya, we can't fraud right now, Aglaya. We definitely clear this. In the 0 cycle, right? Yeah. Not even a doubt in my mind. Am I British? Yes. Hyperspeed Hysilens can be a good pick to abuse her SP generation ult. It can be okay, but the thing is, you then probably need to run an energy rope because you're taking way more turns compared to enemy turns, and you're also doing a bit less damage. You might always get the kill. You might need energy rope, and then that hurts her damage even more. So you're running less damage on boots, less damage on rope, and it starts, you know, starts getting a bit sassy. Can Finan live this? Do I need to bring a disgusting 4th unit? Oh, is my... Yeah. Yeah, she's built. We can go with this. We can go with this. Aglaya with no buff versus Finan. I say eyes pray good enough, yes. So Savara's effect hit rate, would she be? No. If you want to run Hysilens, you need Kafka, unfortunately. It's not even like an Acheron. Like Acheron, Jiaocho was like her best support by a lot, but could run her without. Hysilens without Kafka. No. The only way to get around it is if they release a second Kafka in the future. Yep. Kafka, you run energy rope. What's a team of 2 Kafka gonna be? Yo, if they do a second Kafka, you could just Kafka second Kafka Hysilens, no? That'd be kind of crazy. Luca, like, no, they don't detonate nearly as many, like, anywhere near the amount of times Kafka detonates. And you need detonations for Hysilens damage. Second dot detonated, but it's a Romance character and the memory spray detonates dots. I mean, that'd be cool. But maybe you're trying to say it's not cool, but I think it's cool. Judge your best support for Akron. Okay, so I think you might have missed the part where I said was the best support. Very nice bit of extra energy. I wish HSL resources were more accessible to HS, but what do you mean HSL resources? Like guides and stuff? You got pushed back there, I didn't see. This is probably one cycle from Megalaya. With no buff. My Sunday's too fast. Excuse me? Am I supposed to go base speed Sunday? I think a lot of people want specific comp info, but don't go looking so you force to answer questions with speed. Oh, yeah, but that's what I'm doing. Like, that's part of the stream. Like, the stream is we're going to try MOC. We're going to yap about Hysilens and answer questions. And then we are going to talk about Eidolons, because a lot of people want the Eidolon video of the Lycone video I did. I think I'm going to just Robin now. Then it got delayed. Oh. Who's the strongest DPS for all the game? Is it E0 S0? E0 S0? It could be the old Anaxa, no? The old Anaxa Waxa? Like, so My Day wants a signature, Fina wants signature, Castris wants signature, Saber wants signature, Archer is like decent signature upgrade, but Anaxa doesn't care. The Hada, I guess, doesn't care as much as the others either. Aglai doesn't care, but like Anaxa is a stronger Easer, I think. It's Arlen? Oh. Could be. Will you continue Lycone ranking with every new Lycone? No. Well, I won't make a whole video. Maybe I'll do like a... Maybe I'll do like I don't know. I don't know how I'll do it. People said they wanted updates. I don't know. Because I'd have to evaluate how good the Lycones are every single Lycone, which would be a lot of extra work. I was gonna do it at the end of every version, like 3.x, 2.x, 1.x. Is this E1 Aglaya? Yes. I pulled E1 Aglai on release because I was like, this character's cool, and I have 1,000 pulls that I'm not using. Now this is a problem here. Which 3 units have the top E2? Finan. The Harter. Svarog, your hand is an idiot. Finan. A community post update, maybe? It could be Fei Xiao. Who have we had? So the Harter, yes. Aglai, no. Maide, no. Castris is a big one, but we don't have a... I mean, I guess you can run Cypher Tribi. E2 Castris is pretty big. Then Finan. Hysilens is trash. Well, it's... Hysilens E2 is decent, but it's not a Finan E2. The problem I have now is isn't Sunday about to get completely slapped? I mean, it doesn't matter. We're still going to clear, but it's just an issue I was noticing here. I'm going to ult before he loses his mind. Finding E2's busting because his base kits suck. That is very bad rage bait. I'd recommend improving your rage bait somehow. I'm not sure how, but... What's your most anticipated upcoming character? Probably Danny. I love Danny, my boy. I got E2 deal back on his release, and he carried my ass forever. So. E1 Black Swan, E1 Hysilens for triple dot. E1 Hysilens is stronger. Okay, 1 cycle. With no buff, not bad, but it is E1 Aglaya, so. A little better than normal Aglayas. Also, good team for her. Alright, Sparkle, make the dream work. Is E2 S1 Castris impossible to 0 cycle? Without Hysilens? I think you need Hysilens at E2. How does Hysilens E2 compare with the Cav E2 and triple dot? I mean, it's technically better. Yeah, Hysilens E2 is technically better. I wouldn't pull either of them, though. I just, you know, chill. Do you think E1 Robin or E1 Aglai better for that team? E1 Aglai is stronger. Okay, let's finish up these run. Is this MOC 12? Okay. Let's finish up this run, and then we will look at Eidolons. People wanted an Eidolon video. Sparkle, my queen. Whoa, 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 buddy. E6 and Tash. I think we're going to do early Eidolons. If we start looking at E6s and E4s, most E4s are mid. It's never going to end. We're going to do E1s and E2s. It's actually good that person asked earlier because it's making me think a little bit about the juice we're about to inspect later. Finding maybe you are trash. What was that, bro? I should be using my counter, but I'm not because the animation takes too long. And I hope that's okay with you guys. Why Eidolon is your Finan? This is E0S0 Finan. Clueless. This is E6. You can tell. He's epic. Bomba. Is Eagle Kafka mandatory for zero cycle in Dawn? I don't know. I always just run it, so I don't know. Well, that MOC was great. This buff is ridiculously OP. Yeah, cool. Let's look at Eidolons. Why am I being added? Oh, okay. He's doing low damage street sports for an E6. Okay. So let's look at. Let's see. So I think how we're gonna do it is we get the E. We just look case by case. Oh, can you show your teams? Oh, I mean, I logged out the game. I'm sorry. I'm gonna open up a sheet, and we're gonna also for the Lycone guys. For the next Lycone video, I had an idea. Let me first do this white text. Artisans. Eidolon rankings. For the next video. I was thinking what we do is we do like because I had a couple mistakes because I overvalued some characters, Lycones. We do so we have X Lycone, like for an Axa Lycone. One metric is Anaxa strength increase. Whoa, spell properly. Then universality. And then what was the other metric? There's another metric, but basically I do that for every single one. And then I combine a rating, and then I use a rating-based tier list. Because there were a couple mistakes in the video, and mistakes piss me off. Anyway. Who should we start with? The Eidolons. E1s and E2s. When are we next getting DDD? Probably next, probably 3.6. Because they're going to want you to pull for March. But they're probably going to put it on, like, Daniel's banner. Just to screw with you. Also, Dance was on Daniel's banner back in the day. So it would be fitting for it to come back from. Acheron is a good start. The thing is, E2 Acheron is weird. Because its value kind of dropped now that you can... now that Cypher and buffed Silver... Okay, let's... Okay, I mean, I'm pretty sure a bunch of, like, E1, like, these ones, these can go in the trash. So, Zila, E1, trash. E2, E2 is still good, though, right? But the thing is, how are we doing this? Are we doing it based on, like... The way I did the DPS and the Lycone was big DPS. Great, big DPS. Big, old DPS. Great, old DPS. So it's like, even if, like, for example, like E2 face shower is massive, do I put it here, or do I put it here, or do we do a different way of metric? Different metric. Also, the chat is in the way, so let me move over here. Eidolon ranking. Also, you can still ask about Hysilens and stuff. Or other questions. This is... You don't pull for it. This... Thing is, you don't really pull for E2's dealer either, unless you love her. So it's like, how do you rank Eidolons? I'm going to separate it into sustain and support again, and DPS, by the way. Because, like, you can't really compare... can't really compare, like, E1 Tribi to a DPS E1, can you? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Is this based on release date? No. Okay, well. Zila, E1, E2. E1 is crit rate. No. E2 speed, maybe. We'll do a maybe for ones that are good, but you probably shouldn't pull. I mean, I'll just say no. Like, don't pull for E2 either. Jinyuan is let me think. His E1. What is his E1? One of them is the rest of his kit gets damage percent. Is that the E2? Yeah, yes. You get damage percent on E2. Okay, this is just terrible. The E1's okay, but you wouldn't pull. E1, no. E2, no. Kafka, E1 is now... Oh wait, we need to go to watch the Silver Wolf first. E1, no. E2, no. I'm just gonna put no instead of complicating things if they're both terrible. Silver Wolf E1 is the energy. The thing is, I don't think you even want to pull for it because it's mostly an Acheron thing or a DPS Silver Wolf thing. It could be a maybe. I don't think it's that high value. And then the E2 is the resistance, but also the Acheron batching. But again, you're pulling E2 to help a kind of old DPS. So it's also a maybe. It helps her like general performance, but yeah. Then we have. Let me move them over here. Then we had Kafka and Blade. Kafka. E1 is, yes, for a dot team, it's pretty good. E2, I mean, obviously, if dot investment buyout. E2, no. Blade is, oh, Jesus Christ. Blade is Hellscape crit rate, and his E1 is good. But, do you pull for it? Well, you can lose 50-50 loss. So Blade 50-50 loss, so it's not really like E1 is good, E2 no. But it's I'll note in the video it's 50-50 loss. Hysilens is worth pulling if you have an E0 Black Swan no Kafka. No. I do not like Hysilens or Black Swan without Kafka. You have both Robin and Rome for Hysilens. Both don't have the signatures. Which should I choose? Whoever you don't want on the other team the most. Both are good. But also Rome doesn't need her sig ready. I just say you just use Rome. What about Zila? Oh yes. But also yeah, you're right. I forgot Zila was 50-50 loss. Because I win on my 50-50. So apart from one, which was Blade. 1.3 was Dill. E1 is okay. E2 is good, but no. It's like an older DPS again. I can't remember the E1. E2 is the advance. Oh, the more righteous half, of course. Push 1 is a 50-50 loss. Isn't E2 Kafka just another E1? No, it's just dot damage. Isn't it just 33% dot damage for the team? You don't pull for a dot. You don't pull for a damage percent Eidolon. Just so not worth it. E1 is good. E2 is. Is it the revive? It is the revive. You don't pull. Okay, 1.4 is Jing Liu. E1 is good, but old DPS. E2 is no. So the card becoming nerd mode, I need more sustain, but the only characters I've been using are Adventure and Gallagher. Lynx, Fushwan, and Bailu, you probably build Fushwan out of them, but you could also pull Daniel, 0.6. And then we have Topaz. Topaz is... The E1 is the damage amp. Is it 50% crit damage for follow ups specifically? It is. And then E2 is the energy. I mean, both are good, but you don't really use Topaz. Like, Topaz is used in barely any teams anymore, and they're usually older teams. And I know from Topaz, a lot of the older ones, they were good when they came out, but and same with the Lycone video. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't have any of the good Lycones. I have all of the bad Lycones. It's not that they're bad Lycones. It's that they're all the Lycones that are no longer good. Because if you pulled like Blade Lycone back in the day, it was massive for Blade. I mean, it's still good for Blade. But these days you wouldn't pull for it, you know? It's not that it's bad, it's that it's old. Because power creep. Okay. Yeah. What speed a glide need to have to be twice fast Sunday? I can't remember the exact speed, but it's in my glide video. 1.5 is Ho and Argenti. Her E1 is good value. It's decent value. It's 12% speed and an extra turn of talent, right? 12% speed, extra talent, and in this, we're not pulling this. But the thing is, not every team wants a Ho. But my account has a thing where mid units I pulled on became good again. It's Topaz's turn. No for Argenti. Sorry, Argenti. Then 1.6 was Dr. Ratio and Rome. And Rome is shop. E1, good, but not as impactful as... Okay, E1, good, but Robin Trib. Because I'm going to be comparing to Robin Tribby. E1 Dr. Ratio. E2, no, never. His Lycone is good. His E1, is that the... What is this E1 again? Is it the stacking? It is the stacking. And then E2 is okay. It's like old DPS. You probably don't pull. Don't you think you added the... Oh, right. Shop tag to low. So the 50-50 loss is Zila Blade, Fushuan, right? Who else do we have? So yeah, 1.6 is done. 2.0, Sparkle and Black Swan. Black Swan E1 is very good. E1 is decent. It's... Well, actually, it's more the E2 that's decent. E1 is okay. E2 is decent. E1, I believe, is 40% attack and 1 extra turn, but you can ult on the DPS turn, so you don't really need it. And then the E2 is the Death Ignore. Black Swan. E1 is 25%. This is really good. But Dot. It also makes her a little bit better outside of Dot, but I wouldn't pull it for that. And then E2 is when an enemy dies, I think adjacent people get 6 Arcana. Yes, I wouldn't pull for this, especially with Hysilens. Or if Sparkle's E1 is 100% AA, then I would cry because that's boring to have another 100% advanced forward unit. BS E1 versus Hysilens E1, Hysilens E1. Okay, 2.1 was Acaroni and Aventuroni, our beloved. Acheron E1 is the crit, it's okay. E2, now what do we think about Acheron E2? I go with both BS and Gaucho Lycone. Hysilens holds Black Swan Lycon in that team. Akron's E2 is weird. It's decent. It used to be mega. I think it's just decent now because she has so many good options at E0. But it's still decent, you know. It can still help. Yeah, it lost value. It lost value. It also helps you not pull other characters, but I mean, like, pulling Cypher isn't a bad thing, you know. Yeah. This will be elaborated, of course. I'm not gonna just say this one by one in the video. I'm gonna make a video for it. I'm gonna, explain. Aventurine, no. And then his E2 is also no. It's his E1 is the ult gives a shield. And another thing, his E2 is 12% res pen on basic attack. Yeah, crit damage. I didn't think Aventurine E1 is worthful. If she gets another 100%, then her E2 will probably be good again. Yeah, if it was a Sunday without energy, it'd be. Yeah, E1 is nice quality of life. I guess not no, it's okay. I wouldn't say just straight up no. I'd say no to pulling 3 Aventurines for a 12% res pen though. 2.2 was Robin and Boot Hill, right? E1, yes, it's still very good. E2 is... It depends. Because sometimes you don't need the energy, and also you can't always make use of the speed. Never had a problem sustaining without venturing E1. Yeah, likewise. What am I supposed to do with Kafka Lycone? You can still use it if you're using Toro elsewhere, but Toro's better with Hysilens, and, well, in general, it's better now. Boot Hill, E1 and E2 are both, they're both good, but they're not anything stand out, you know? You could even just say no on him, no? Like, I like his E1 is pocket trick shot. His E2 is the skill. Yeah, I think E2 is a no, E1 is good, right? E1 with the pocket trick shot helps with ramp, but I guess you have Fugue these days. Is it just a no on Boot Hill? E2 helps you reach 180 speed. Yeah, but you have to hit it. And then the energy isn't always needed. That's why I wouldn't say pull for it. It depends. Yeah, I'd say E2 no. Because it's too much investment for not much. Would Akron Hysilens is still a good team comp? I would not run Hysilens is not great as a damage amper. I would not pull Hysilens. Hysilens is a better DPS than Akron. Like, I'd rather just you build a Hysilens team than try and make Akron work with her. Does Black Swan technique proc Hysilens like no? 120 EHR with no EHR body for Hysilens. Is it, if it's possible, should I go for it? Yes. You don't need more. So going EHR body when you already have the amount you need doesn't do anything. So yes, you'd go attack body. This is Jade and Firefly. Her E1 is... I like her E1. I like her E1. Her E2, no. Let me just check what her E2 is, but I'm pretty sure it's just the... Yeah, it's just the crit rate. Not having Kafka? No, if you don't have Kafka, then don't pull. Firefly. E1 is okay, but it's really the E2. I think E2 Firefly is still really good. It's just a really strong Eidolon. But older DP. Yeah. How does Sparkle perform with the Herta team? Not great. Do you have Rom, May, or Robin, maybe? E1 is nice because of the SP, but not every team needs it. And it's not like you're gonna pull only E1 Firefly. Like pulling only E1 Firefly in this day and age is just trolling. But if you're pulling for E2, it's like okay. 2.4 was. It was 2.4. Jade Firefly. Was it Yun Li? Yun Li Jiaoqiu? Yun Li Jiaoqiu, and then after it was Fei Xiao Lingsha. Okay. Yun Li, her E1 is. I think her E1 is still big. It's the damage multiplier, right? Yeah. You get more coal. How much did they find on it again? I can't remember how much I found. This is a pretty chunky E1. It's one target, 3 targets. It's a decent one. E2 no. Jiaoqiu. I wouldn't even pull E2 for dot these days because it's 3 whole pulls for when you could just have Black Swan. E1 is. E1 is the damage and the fast stacking, but I don't think it's worth to pull anymore really. I think we just put no on Jiaoqiu. I will get flamed for it, but it is what it is. Mention E2 dot. Okay. Then we have Fei Xiao and Lingsha. Decent. E2. Oh. Let me just make sure Lingsha's E2 is what I think it is. Yeah, this doesn't matter. But this is good. Lingsha E1 is decent, right? For break. Okay, we'll put E1 decent break. E1 Fei Xiao is. What is E1? Oh, it's the original damage, right? It's the original damage buff? Yes. It's pretty good, yeah. Okay. E2 is a definite yes. E1 is good. Okay. Then we had a rapper solo patch. Her E1 I don't remember being good. Yeah. This is I don't think you pull E1 or E2 rapper. Maybe the E2. Maybe. Do we do okay on the E2? Is E2 caster worth the investment? E2 at caster is pretty good, yeah. Pretty big E2. One of the top ones. And then we had Sunday Fugue. E1 decent break. Well, it's big in break. E2 no. Wait, no, E2 big break. Break limited, but E1 and E2 are big, right? E1 is the weakness break efficiency. E2 is the dance on ult. I guess low AV benefit. Because I don't know, pulling 3 fugues, I don't know. We're not jelly, are we? We're not jelly. Then we have Sunday. Sunday is, oh Jesus Christ, let's relax a bit. No, I'd say E sometimes, but mostly no. I don't think his E1 or E2 are worth pulling. His E1 is decent. Like it has some. Well, maybe I'll even put okay. Because the base Def Ignore is not good. The summon Def Ignore is good, but Castris team and then Aglai team and Jinyuan, we're not using Jinyuan. And even for Aglai, it's not that great because it's not mostly summon damage that you're doing. And you'd rather just pull his signature. 3.0 was the Herta. E1. E1. Is that the interpretation? Yes. Good. Big. E2, yes. Aglaya, one of the best, if not the best, E1s in the game. The E2, no. Could get good. I'll put could get good on Sunday because the more remembrance or summon DPS we get, the better the more value this will get. But no one's abusing it as well as you could. Just took a poo. Congrats, man. I hope it was a good one. Um, 3.1. What? As someone that pull, you don't like E2 Harta? E2 Harta is massive, no? Am I being gaslit? I'm being slightly gaslit. Okay. E1, not E1. 3.1 was Tribu My Day. I wonder. The E2 though, I don't like the E2 that much. It's just more Tribu damage. I think you just stick to E1. I don't think you pull. I don't think you pull E2. My Day, his E1 is yes. His E2 is I can't remember how good. It's the healing one. He gets stacks from healing, but I don't have E2 My Day. How good is this? Does anyone have E2 My Day here? I wouldn't put a yes on it. But E1 My Day is very big for him. I guess it's not Aglaia. I get the whole yes and good stuff. This is just like first vibes, by the way. I'm not gonna say Herta E2 is as good as Mighty E1. Like Mighty E1's worse than this and this, right? But E1 Mighty is pretty good, especially with the AoE that happened around this time. E2 is very good from what I hear. Okay, I will ask Mighty mains. 312 Castris and Axa. E1 is good, E2 is yes, Anaxa you don't. E2 is decent. Like it's decent, but his early Eidolons are like mostly for the team, and so they're not that good. But his E2 is okay. But you're not gonna pull 3 Anaxas. He's really good at E0, you know? Like you don't need this. Isn't E2 tribute? E2 tribute does more damage, but it's like, should you actually be spending the pools for it? 3.3. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hysilens is the more max HP, and then the attack healing, and also speed. 30% speed. Lol. Hysilens Eidolons are so underrated. Are you sure? I think everyone knows how crazy they are. Maybe the E2 is underrated. I think a lot of people don't realize this is team-wide. It's a bit stupid, isn't it? It's a little bit silly. Cypher. E1 is okay. It's more recording. I could even say decent. Oh wait, no, E2 is the vulnerability. I mean, they're both alright, no? I'll look at them properly when I'm doing the video. So the first okay. I mean, it's decent, but she can't hit necessarily in AoE. And she's not going to be skill spamming. So actually, I don't think you pull the E2. I don't think you pull the E2. The signature's better? Yeah, you pull the signature. But I mean, this isn't going to be E1 versus S1. I already did that for the characters. Castris easier to E2 or Hysilens easier to E2 better for Castris? I think you go Hysilens E1, and then you don't need the E2 for Castris team, and you go Castris E2. Saturated, yeah, but it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I just don't think equal E2. The E1's maybe it's good. How did they do calculate? No, they don't because she's a sport. Okay. 3.4. Boom. Bob. Baby. And then we have Hysilens here. How am I? I am doing good. I think this is why I'm going for with the last 4 characters. Her Saber's E1 is similar to her S1, so I'd say it's good. And then Archer, the 2 SP is kind of delicious sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I actually can't remember if I put decent above good or not. I mean, I'm gonna have to redo all of this, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. Like, feel free to continue to Saridra. Saridra, E1, dunno. E2, dunno. And leaks. That's my Saridra takes. Can I get back to Fugue? What's up with Fugue? If you guys wanna talk about any of these, let me know. It's hard to read though. There's a lot of text on this. You wouldn't recommend people to pull Fugue unless they're planning on getting her E1? But this is like you have the unit and you're wondering what Eidolons do I pull? You know? Oh right, I need to put the yes dot on Hysilens. I mean, yeah. Yes. All of dot E1s are crazy. Why not E1 Rapper? The energy like it's not great. Her E2 is nice in single target, low targets, but the E1 energy I don't remember being that crazy. As for the best E2s, I will highlight the best E2s and the best E1s. Big if 2 dot. But honestly, big if 3 dot as well. Firefly's E2 is still big. Castrus E2. Triby E1. You really don't value Death Ignore? Well, Ron Maze is there. A lot of people overhype Death Ignore. I think is the problem. Easier Hysilens over E1 Kafka for sure. I don't remember E1 Rapper being useful when I was testing back in the day because she would just rotate back in. She would either get the turn or she wouldn't get the turn and she'd need another turn and the energy wouldn't give her the turn fast enough. I could put an E1 okay if you think. And yeah, Death Ignore by itself is just okay. Exactly. But break teams do like Death, but I don't know. It's Robin E1 is here. You can put a bold on that as well. What other big ones are there? None of these early ones are big anymore. I feel like my day E1 is pretty big depending on how you're calculating it, but like the E1 is disgusting with 5 targets, but you're not always against 5 targets. Is Silverwolf E1 bold? No. Silverwolf E1 is not that crazy. Do you think Lycon could be guaranteed instead of 75%? Yeah, I would prefer that, because a lot of these Lycons are crazy. We do have a bunch of good free-to-play options, but sometimes it's like way too far. Did you do the standard 5-star as well? I have a video on standard characters from a bit ago that should still hold up. I mean, you just pull Bronyas. You just get Bronyas, really. I don't think you get anything else these days. Aglaya has the biggest E1 performance. Well, it depends on how you calculate. Hysilens and Aglaya and My Day all have the biggest E1s, but My Day is specific. My Day is more specific than Aglaya and Hysilens. But yeah, Hysilens and Aglaya have the big E1s. Tips to fight enemies. People want that. What's the verdict on E1 Fugue? E1 Fugue is big. Like, the weakness break efficiency is crazy. But, you know. Actually, second thought, you can make a comparison between the E1 and S1. I've done that on every character. That's already a video. Now, this is ranking Eidolons. Like, if you're just going to pull one Eidolon, who would you put on? I did E1, S1 on every character already. In 2 separate videos. Is E1 Aglaya universal? It's all about her damage. She's a hype carry. Hysilens is also all about her, but kind of also about Black Swan. But E1 Fugue is huge, I'm assuming? Yeah, for break, E1 Fugue is very big. I think these ratings are mostly okay. If people are watching the VOD after I finish the stream, let me know what you guys think. I will think about it. But yeah, I'm going to review them all properly using multiple metrics instead of just vibes. I think these are good first vibes. It's not huge for 3 dot. I mean, it technically is weaker in 3 dot because you go from a higher base amount of her 8 cap dots to the same cap. But it's still good because Black Swan gets a lot of benefit from the extra 4 dots. So it's better if 2 dot. Are you going to make a video of it? Yes. It's going to be a video. This is not what you're going to be left with. I'm going to make a video with it. With it proper explanations, like the Lyco video. And I'll separate it into sustain, support, and DPS because you could pull like E1 Harder, which is big for her, or you just pull E1 Tribute, which is insane for any Tribute team, you know. Both at E1 Fugue last match, kid my Firefly and Rapid doing live 2-3 cycles. Yeah, Fugue E1 is, especially with the high toughness bars they're adding. You break faster, you do more super break damage, you get to the second break bar faster and break that faster. So it's very strong E1. I hope the new Danhang is a proper sustain. Well, he's preservation, so I hope so. Yeah, okay, I'm mostly happy with that. Where the Surger pulls, how do I register? They'll be on her release if people want me to pull for her. Do people want me to pull for your Hysilens? I don't think many people are pulling. I didn't really plan to do a Hysilens pull stream. Hey, Equinox. But definitely not E1s and E2s. You plan on bumping them up a bit if the other units on the team. I mean, I'll mention it that if you have more Death Ignore, it gets better. But I think people overhype how much it will get better. Like people think 16 Death Ignore suddenly like gives you 32% damage amp when you get to 100%. That's not how it works. Building blade time. Shall we try? Shall we try to build blade? We can do a bit of blade building. A lot, actually, Hysilens is one of, like, her videos performing really well. So I guess a lot of people just love Dot and Hysilens. I was surprised. I thought people were gonna be upset about Dot being forgotten. How does Death Ignore work? It gets better and better the more you stack, which is unlike other buffs, up to a cap of 100% Death Ignore or Shred. But the problem is, it's not that big that you should pull like an E1 that has like 16% Death Ignore just because it's Death Ignore. Yeah, let's build Blade. I pulled this guy on the last episode of Guoba streams. Build guide. Oh. Oh no. How do I build Kafka? Oh, I don't have Kafka. Okay. How do I build Blade? This is why I still have a job, by the way, guys. Thank God. Okay, let's tracing. Let's look at relics. Look at some relics. Oh my God. Oh, yo. Yo, not bad, lady. Yo, fish one. Yoink. This is an E2 Bronya angle for sure. Wait, do I have E2 Bronya? Holy. Wait, this whole time I could have been running base speed. Whoops. My relics are disgustingly good. These are like back when the Cavern released, and I just kept them, I guess. They're not bad, are they? These are all awful. So this is a banger. I kept this in case I ever got Blade in the future. This as well. Oh, my day. My day, let's not fight. My day. Ooh. My day, buddy. This is why I'm not out of a job, by the way. These two right here. I mean, this at least there's more value over this, but we're struggling a little bit on the old rope situation. Are we running fleet? How much time do you typically spend? I just spend it when I don't know what to farm. And I don't even know, like, I have a bunch of relics that I don't even know if they're good. Let's see if I got any bangers. Like, the double relic event, I just spent it in here because I was like, you know, just send it, bro. Yeah, surely this, like, penta speed, right? Or quadra speed. It's okay, but is it? It's kind of ass. This is the only way you should check your pieces. Do we max roll every speed piece? It's not going great so far, guys. Ooh. Okay. We got 1 W again. Oh, mama. That was a Raffy Waffy. Why did I even level an attack chest? HP. Yeah, surely this quadrant. Guess it's okay. Can I get a single quadra? First time seeing you stream, I thought you're... No. We're bored. Ooh. Eagle. No, it's a VTube model. Oh, come on, bro. Now, the thing is, off stream, I'm actually really lucky with relics. It seems I have, reversed luck. Blade is gonna need a new rope. Do we have any light cones for him? Oh, no. Oh, no way. When's Surrender Guide? She's not out. The only set I'm allowed to roll speed on is Salsata. Unlucky. You think Hysilens could be like Kafka and dot teams? What do you mean like Kafka and dot teams? How much speed Hysilens need? I like 134. I got Blade on Sabers Band. What's the best 4-star light cone? This at S5 or this? This one's free though. This is what we have so far for Blade. Now, ideally, you get the E1, so he becomes a proper unit. Do I take this away? No. He's not built yet, so I don't need to take it away. But I guess I could take this. What do I need? Head. Okay, that sounds weird. This is speed and crit, though. HP. Give me a crit rate or HP. Good one. Good one. Give me crit rate or crit damage. Okay. It's rough out here. Rough out here for a Guoba. Let's synthesize. Has Hysilens been E1 Roll May for triple dot? Yeah, triple dot isn't a team without Hysilens, really. It's not a high performing team. Terrible, terrible. Oh, hold up. A Jinglu Blade team? I don't have Jinglu. Yeah. Oh, come on, guys. We can do better. What is this, bro? Not even one good sub. No. Okay. We're going all the way back here. Actually, can't I put... What am I doing? Do I have any poet pieces? Kirby, you may have to be sacrificed. Kirby, look, you've been doing wonders for the team, but you might have to get sacrificed. Oh. Oh. Send it, send it, send it, send it, send it, full send. Oh. Why? Shui piece? I'm gonna smash my monitor. Kirby, we're gonna have to talk about the hogging you've been doing. Okay, this is at least terrible. For once. I don't have any hope. That was depressing, but What's even more depressing is going back to this domain. Actually, do I just farm... No, but poets with this. I don't really care about that. The problem... Okay. Let's put Bronya. No problem, Sprite. That good luck with the artifacts. I needed that a few minutes ago. That's okay, thank you. Rome, you're on Watchmaker. No, Scholar Enjoyer? On Blade? On Blade? Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing with Scholar Blade? Can I zero cycle this domain with Finan? That took longer than I wanted it to. E2 Finan, yeah, at least. Sarija question, I can't answer Sarija questions. She is not released. She's not on the server. She's not in until a few weeks away. E2 plus 2 plus 2, yeah. That's another way of saying it. And I still have too many pulls. I won too fast that I still have too many pulls. Like, they want me to keep hoarding, apparently. Oh, you're so cringe. The problem with this team is Finan goes before Bronya even does anything. What are your pull plan? Should I pull Jingli? That would be pretty good content. But I don't think I will. But I could. What are my pull plans? Maybe Saridra. I don't need her at all for my final. Oh my god. Danny boy, and then I'll see. I have to see what March's kit is. Her design is cool, but oh my god, fine. You don't need E1 Black Swan for Hysilens, no. I'm more excited for Danny. Damn, no buff Finan goes kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait when they release a 5-star Shui Yu. And you have to farm like 3 new sets for her. Well, the farming went amazingly. I'm really happy. Ooh. Ooh. I didn't mean to click that. Usable. I don't have a crit rate like her. I have a crit rate like her. I have a crit rate like her. You farm Eagle? Sometimes. I do like her. Yeah, I pulled E2 S1 Dill back on release because he's a beautiful man. Is he even built? No, he's not even built. I swapped too many gear. He's just pretty. He's just sitting here pretty. This guy also doesn't have all of his gear on. My poor guys. You'll be next, Finan. 160 speed Hysilens with attack boots? What? But no, you don't need to go that fast, in my opinion. You probably won't be able to run attack rope very well. Go breaks, high brick. Brickunk. Speed spot. Oh, yeah, it could also be Rome, I guess. That was lovely farming for Blade. I enjoyed that. He's looking great so far. Fine and light cone Shui. Holy. This is a very pretty light cone, I must say. As a Finan fan, not bad. I think I need to replace these with attack boots. Oh, that's nice. Cool. I just hate the attack boot situation right now, but we know Saridra gives speed. So maybe you pull Saridra just so you don't need to worry about speed. Who are we pulling, guys? Let's do a Qingyu Temple. Okay, I'm done. Oh, indeed. On your overcapped on finding crit rate? Oh no. Oh no. It's over. It might be over. Maybe I swap back to the old bits, so it's not overcapped. Oh, it's so overcapped. Well, I might as well just unequip him at this point. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Let's put your stuff back on. I need to get wait, these are not your pieces. I need to get actual playnarts because I don't planar farm really. This is oh no. Where's your actual pieces, bro? It's not this. It's not this. Where are your pieces, Finan? This. Okay. Stripping Finan live on stream. Now clear MOC with no relics? Fine. You've convinced me. Though he will die. This is why I still have a job, by the way. This is why. Okay, we're ready. Let's try this. I think this is a good team. But we can get better. You don't lock your pieces? Oh, were they not locked? I'm not gonna accidentally get rid of them, so it's okay. Oh, there's fan audio coming through? Oh my god. Let a man be in peace. Is it still going? Oh, I messed up the rotation, but that's okay. That's okay. We're okay with that. There is a buzzing sound. It's back. Oh, let me. Is it gone now? Bring the fan back. You don't need relics. It's been said many times. Cringe move, I'm not gonna lie, from that guy surviving, but it's okay. Is your final performance? Should it not be higher? I feel like it should be higher. The MOC buff is pretty broken, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, with the sustain? Yeah, that makes sense. I pressed the wrong... Oh my god, it's never been more over. That's a roughie. That's a rough one for shoresies. Oh, we might be bricked. Unless... Dance. We're not gonna get the zero cycle anymore. I think we could have got it with an extra whole meteor. Oh my god. It's completely Guoba. Oh, it is what it is, guys. DDD! What a beautiful icon. That is on Fortnite. I'm gonna be real. I'm a little upset. I'm kidding. Finally be abducted by Gallic. I think he can, yeah. He can't be taken by Spharo can. But Gallagher's pet is too strong. Tideful Saridra, yeah. I think that is the vibe. I don't want to watch the animation again. That was epic. That was absolutely epic. I must say. So this is my final build. We got S1 max. Okay, that was 6 out of 6, 10 out of 10, by the way. I don't know why there were extra numbers there, but this is my final build. The relics are relatable. So I'm rocking the HP orb. E4 use counter, yes. So this is my build. I'm not gonna click on Eidolon though. I'm not gonna click on it because it doesn't matter for the run, right? Right. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. I need to get better planers though. I could have such a better finance, but my planers are just not it. I wanted to farm Arcadia, but it did not go well. You can see here, this was a moment of sadness. Here we're back. One cycle, tons of... Yeah, I think I have to. Saridra would have... With Saridra, I would have zero cycled for sure. Bit of a break. Glad you're free play to play in current meta. Glad it's still good. Though, really want Sunday. Would Jiaochao's Lycone work if I don't have BS Lycone? Yes. Run the whole team without relics? I don't think it changes much. I don't think it changes much. They would just maybe die, which would change a lot, but... Double BS Sig? You can run double BS Sig if you don't have Hysilens Sig. Or if you have two BS Sigs. From that. Between that and Dot Invest a 3-team endgame, we don't know what it's going to be like. Like, it might... Like, we don't know if... Is it going to be random? Is it going to be, like, rotating? Is it going to be a side where it's, like, 3 target, one where it's 1 target, one where it's 5 target? I don't know. But both teams are top tier. That is best team and Dot's best team are both top tier right now. No. Cool. Fine and E6 is breaked. Let's... That's most of what I wanted to do today. I skipped Triby, Cypher, Ridger, Hysilens, whilst I have Casto team in use. Am I cooked? Yes, I think so. Casto really wants Hysilens, and Triby's also pretty good. And also Cypher's pretty good if you don't have Triby. Ridger, though, I don't think is used for Castros. I have no Triby, I have the Hurt. Should I go for an Axe or Triby? You go for Triby. Or you go for an Axe and run him as his own hyper carry. He's really good. But probably Triby, because you need the support, it seems. If already have Black Sword, would be better pull for Kafka or Hysilens? You need Kafka. Who's better for Aglaya E1? RMC or Bronya? I think Aglaya gets rid of the buff too fast. I think you go Bronya. In terms of vertical investment, here's more longevity, Cass or Finan? Don't know, because Suridra is coming. But Finan's E2 is stronger. That's weird. The Cass kind of has her, like, team. She needs an RMC replacement, and then she just kind of has her team. Whereas Finan needs... Suridra is coming, and then he needs his... sustain. They're going to give him a sustain. If it's going to be Danny, we'll see. So it'd be Sunday, Suridra, and then full slot. Whereas, I guess with Suridra out, they're going to be on par with each other, amount of limited units they have in their team. How's the heat over there? It was fine a lot of days, and it's going to be terrible again this week. It's going to be way too hot. So, yeah, I hate it. I hate it. Don't pull Hysilens E2 or Kafka E2. Who goes in slot 1 for Lushak and triple dot? Hysilens. But, yeah. Thank you, Endgame. They should have been asked a 3-team endgame doing triple harmony banner. Oh, you don't have enough sports? Yeah, that might be a bit wrong. Do I have 3 teams? Maybe I run in my 3 teams. Let's see. Still a little thinking. Because I actually are mostly a hyper carry player. So I might be a bit cooked. So I have... These are my 3 main DPS. And I technically have Firefly. But, yeah. So... and they all want Sunday. They all want Sunday. Am I full-time YouTuber? Yes. One-man Finan? Yeah, maybe it's one-man Finan. Every other support goes elsewhere. C1 Hysilens, Ben S1, yes. Who can use Kafka Sig? Kafka can. Maybe investing into only hyper carry was not a great idea. This is one team. This is another team. And then this is my other team. Like, these 3. Oh, you can't see, but Triby's there. So I run Finan with Sunday, maybe Yukong. Mighty with RMC Triby. Aglaya with Bronya Robin. Thoughts? 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 And Suridra here as well with Finan. I think that could be good, no? think that could be good. Not these are my 2 teams, but we can't really. So I'd run him with Saridra Sunday, you with Bronya Robin, you with RMC Kirby, and then we're good. Ron May's there. Ron May's also there. Do I have enough sustains? I have all I need. I have all I need. These 2. And this guy doesn't need a sustain, so. Right? He doesn't need it, right? And he won't die, right? Yeah, I'll probably give Aglaia Sunday and Fun and Bronya. I was just messing. What we talk about? The 3-team game mode. There's gonna be 3-team game mode, so I'm just thinking what teams I have. That was interesting. What are you having for the new end game? Cool, engaging combat. How long till Hysilens drops? She's Wednesday. 5 character, but 2 teams. I also sometimes wish we had 5 characters because the amount of combos you could do, it might be a bit too crazy. With like RMC Sunday, Bronya, Robin, and then like Kirby Dance or something. New end game AoE shield a single target? No idea. That'll break the game code? Yeah, probably. They already had to do a lot for Remembrance apparently, so they might explode the game. 5-man team. I hear you like Advanced Sword? Hell yeah. So we talk about Hysilens. We didn't talk about that much. I think she's really good. But I hope they continue releasing dot units. 4 stars? 4 stars? 4 stars? 4 stars? Any 4 stars? Please. We did the Eidolon thing, kind of. And we did the new MOC. That was great. Your account is not ready for 3 teams. Yeah, you can't run Shui in 3 teams, so it's... Yeah, I don't know how you're going to survive. I assume you're just not going to survive. Is pre-installation out? Yeah. I think so. Saridra is our newest 4-star. Do you guys hate Saridra that much? Damn. Well, I'll test her and make a guide maybe. I don't know if I'll be around for Saridra. You might not get a Saridra guide from me. So for guides, Ruri Goko has a mini guide on their videos. Rex quit guide making, but here's the first impressions. When we get 4-star bits Misha level, then rest in peace. But at least it'll be a 4-star. Yeah, and Pridewind has build guides on that website. If I dive into dot archetype other than Kafka, do I really need Hysilens? If you want to do damage with dot, yes. No good. Cerebra. I've drawn Cerebra just in case, but I don't know if I will be around to make her guide. Maybe I'll do one, but it might be late. But maybe I'll do one on time. I don't know. I kind of just want to relax around that time. Good TC channels. I don't watch much YouTube, so I don't actually know many people. But I know Rory is good. Yeah. Is Hysilens going to be tier 0 or tier 0.5? 0 MOC, 0 to 0.5 pure fiction, just because I haven't tested much. Like, it's hard to test without dot show, because the pure fiction's a dot show. But, I don't know. She could be 0 NPF. Like, that's the vibe I got. But, yeah. Top tier in MOC and PF with Kafka. In AS, she's broken on release because they shield dot, but I think dot will do terribly once the shield stops. Is 164 speed enough for Eagle Kafka? 167 is how you get the extra turn in 0 cycle breakpoint, but you don't need, like, if you have 160, it's fine. Why aren't you naked? A lot of people don't realize, like, this is my normal model. So they always ask why I'm naked in some videos. But I'm not naked. I have my bow tie on. Imagine if new down hang is dot sustain. That would be awesome. Well, like dot, maybe not dot only, but like dot part in his kit, and then like a good sustain elsewhere, kind of like Hysilens. It'd be nice for dot to get more stuff. E1 or S1 for Hysilens? E1. Attack boots or speed boots? I prefer attack boots, but both are good. The dot only one 150 with eagle enough, that's also fine. New downhang is already guaranteed to be a Luca upgrade. Damn, are you gonna run downhang break DPS with your fugue? Can you do that for me on Twitter and ping me? And be like, yo, Guoba, you made the best team in Honkai Star Rail. Okay, thank you. Do you trust you to not neglect dot for another 1.5 year? I mean, I said in my video, like, I warn people, they might just neglect dot again. I don't know what they're gonna do. When will Sarija Guide be out? I don't know. I don't know if I will do a Sarija Guide. But if it's out, it will be around a week before her release, like every other guide. Time to bench plate Natasha. Is Kafka with 169 speed after pain stats with Ego okay? Yes. Good. Hysilens on March 9th, regardless of kits. Well, I don't know. Because I need to know the kit. I need to know the animations. Oh, you said regardless of kits. Then I need to know the animation because Hysilens is ult. There's a little song every time she ults, and it's so good. But design-wise, probably I don't know. Relic manipulation doesn't exist. So it's nice copium. Why not make Sarija Guide? Because I might not be around. How do you think they might add something new to shields? Preservation feels like it's pretty limited. Well, they did Fushuan. They could do something like Fire MC where it's small shields but actually not terrible. And do something like that where it's like mini stacking shields. I don't know how good that is. You trust me the most? I might be that. I'll show you Saridra again. Well, Goridra. Sariba, sorry. I keep forgetting her name. I've drawn her. She has been drawn. I've sent her over to get rigged. And we will see. I really like her model. Is she not balling? Killers characters who need buffs? I don't know. Predict next 4 characters? I also don't know. There's so many characters. Farina? Yeah, pretty much. I love the little crown. The crown is a vibe. I did the little wings. I did optional here because it probably takes effort to rig these. I don't want them spending time if they don't have time. But yeah. Her design is so cool. The crown helps her height. Yeah. Oh my god. Is this the real size? Holy. Did you notice the color of Saridra's flame changes with her motion? I have not inspected her flame. We haven't seen her that much, really. She seems Like, the type of saying, I'm 6'1", Tesla, she can't... A Bannerbog heater. Is she that small? She is, isn't she? I remember that she has, like, the stepping stool on her throne in the splash art. We saw in the live stream. That is true. I didn't really look at it. I'm not gonna lie. She's small. I'm 6'3" without a crown, so I'm still taller than Saridra. Miyabi 170 with air. Is an Axa for Team Heart can be considered if you already have Jade and Tribby? You don't need an Axa if you have Jade and Tribby, but an Axa is still good as carry. He's one of the best carries right now. So. Should I get E1 S1 or just E1 Hysilens? You can just go E1. Cool. Well, I think I did everything I wanted to do on stream. I will see you guys soon. You're 411. That is Bellowbog heater size. I will see you for the next video and maybe Saridra guide. If not, there are guides out there. You'll be okay, guys. Give them some support. Bye. Thanks for joining.